My love, Spirit Flow here. Here are your love reads for the week of the 22nd. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Counting down to this retrograde in Venus ending. Woohoo! Let's see what's going on for our extroverts. Let's see what's going on for our extroverts for the week of the 22nd. 22nd to the 26th. Okay. Scorpio season's coming, guys. Team Scorpio all day. Let's see for our extroverts. Extroverts. Okay, so I feel like there's a little bit of a control battle between you and your significant other. This is going to be for our couples, okay? I do feel like everything is going according to plan. Everything on course is correct. The time is right for everything. I do feel that you guys have a little bit of a fantasy disconnect. And when I say that, I kind of mean you guys are thinking more realistically, and your significant other is thinking more along the lines of fantasy, which is kind of what I'm feeling to be reversed. It usually is the other way around with whoever this is resonating with. I do also feel that you guys are going to come together and you're going to have it's going to be like a deep conversation, a deep connect, and everything is going to kind of, you know, get back on track. I'm going to say probably midweek, okay? That's what I'm feeling. I do feel some argument. An argument is probably what's going to bring that about. I feel as though there might be a postponement. There might be something that's being put off. I feel like maybe your significant other is kind of being a little detached right now. You don't feel that they're giving a lot to the relationship. And I feel as though that's probably because they were giving more than you before. So now they're pulling back, and that's kind of making you feel a little bit, you know, worried, like, wait, what's going on here? Just, you know, relax. I wouldn't say to go out and party and, you know, kind of try to get your mind off of it, because I think that you know, this new reality check that you have is definitely doing good for you as a person, is doing good for you in your soul. Okay, my loves? I do see a celebration of sorts, and I believe that that's going to come after the conversation. I feel like you guys are going to have a deeper connection, both on a spiritual level and also on a mortal level. I do see a drastic change in things for the better. I don't see anything bad. I see a drastic change in things for the better. Maybe you're holding back and you have some stuff that you're going through, something you know that's going on. Maybe they have some stuff that's going on and you're really not reaching out to the other person. But that's definitely going to change, and you're going to be in a moment where, you know, you're going to just be holding on to what you guys have, like your love, and you're going to show a lot more respect for it. Not that I'm saying you're disrespectful in it right now, but I feel like you're going to hold a lot more respect for it. You're going to be in that point where you guys can just be sitting there and silent, not saying anything, and you are going to just be content, okay? And, you know, a lot of times awkward silence kind of, you know, builds, you know, bad emotions. And I feel as though maybe that's where you guys have been right now. But I do see great things happening. I see that you're going to, you know, let down your guard a little bit more vulnerable, which is a good thing, not a bad thing. And I do see you guys doing some stuff together. Okay, so that's my read for my extrovert couples. Okay, loves? Definitely good things going on there. Let's see what's going on for our daters. What's going on for our daters? Extrovert daters for the week of October 22nd. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit late with this read. Daters. Extrovert daters for October 22nd. The week of October 22nd. Okay, I feel as though you guys are a little bit bored. So I feel like you're dating someone, and this is, you're happy. You're not, you're content. Everything's going well, but you're kind of a little bit bored. Or they might be a little bit bored. You might be a little bit bored together, but I don't see it as being a good thing. Don't overthink. I don't really see too much stress surrounding anything, which is definitely a good thing. However, I don't see a lot of movement. So just know that this is a kind of like a period of just being in the moment. I see that you guys have a lot of pure things going on. I don't see anybody trying to do anything crazy to the other person. I don't see any third party situations. I feel as though you think that this is possibly the one that you can be, committed to long term, and you kind of are going back and forth. And again, this can be vice versa, where you're like, hey, but am I going to be bored for my entire life? And a lot of times when we start going out there looking for that excitement, that spark that we used to have, that's when things kind of get all fucked up. So where you are right now is in a really good place. I feel as though maybe by toward the end of the week, actually maybe going into next week, you're going to start seeing things that way. You're kind of like, you know what? We have our whole life ahead of us, and if this is going to be something that is going to be, I feel like this is definitely something new, okay? This isn't one of those relationships, or this isn't one of those connections where you guys have broke up on, multiple times and you kind of get back together. I feel as though this is somebody new. I like the fact that I'm feeling that you guys have, on both sides, left the past behind, meaning the other person, you're not suffering for what someone else did to your partner. They're not suffering for what people have done to you. So I really like that. You're both kind of very self-aware, and that's what brings the contentment there. You're kind of like, you're just happy, maybe you have a little bit of a routine and you're good with that. I see that you guys don't argue, you have a nice connection. Maybe the physical interaction has been a little dull. But I see that spicing up. I see that spicing up. I don't see anything crazy where, either of you are going to step out, and that's beautiful. I do think that it's going to go, things will get a little bit, turned up. It's going to turn up a notch, and it's going to be a good thing. At that point, I feel as though maybe, you're going to start overthinking, or they're going to start overthinking, but that's going to be very brief, and you're going to let go of that quickly. You have a lot of trust in yourself. You have a lot of trust in this person. You feel as though there's a deep connection, and there very well might be. Make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself with overthinking, though, okay? And if you feel that they're overthinking as well, don't put all your energy into kind of calming their mind. Allow them to calm their mind on their own. Definitely give them reassurance where it's needed, but if you feel that you have to keep reassuring them, know that you're setting a precedence for the rest of your life, okay? And if you want to be with this person, and this is somebody you do see something long-term with, do you really want that? I don't think so. So definitely, give them the opportunity to clear their mind on their own, and find their own security within themselves, okay, my loves? That is for our daters. Let's see what's going on for our singles. Our single extroverts. What's going on for the week of the 22nd. Single extroverts, the week of the 22nd. Okay, I feel like you guys are actually waiting on, you might have went through a recent breakup, and you're waiting on someone to return. With that, I want to say, remember the things that made you break up. Okay, so know that people do change, things do change. However, someone's core is never going to change, okay? Like who they are. So it depends on what the red flags were. It depends on what it was that kind of set you guys apart. I feel as though there was a lot of fighting. There were a lot of jealous tendencies. You know, someone who is jealous without reason is usually just ingrained in them. So I don't feel that, you know, that might have changed too much. You're kind of cool with being, you know, in the existence of being alone. And I feel as though that's cool because you're doing a lot of self-healing. You're looking at your possibilities. You know, you could seize the world. You could do whatever you want to do. And that's definitely a beautiful thing. So know that if you're in your higher self and this person is not in their higher self, they're just going to draw off of you and you're going to end up right back where you were before. So if that's the case, let them rock on, you know. There's so much things out, there's so many things out there that are, you know, better for you. And I know a lot of times we don't want to hear that, especially when we went through a breakup, because we're like, we hear, oh, but you could do so much better. Yeah, no shit, I know that. But this is the person I want. So, you know, do what's right for you. I don't see you guys taking too many leaps into the unknown. I don't see a lot of partying. I do see some travel. So I feel as though that travel might be on your own. It might be work related or it might be family related. I feel as though it's very obligation kind of based. So take that time, you know, take the opportunity, take advantage of that, because I feel as though you're going to have, you know, beautiful things that happen to you during this period of travel. I don't think it's going to be far and I don't think it's going to be for long, but it's definitely going to be a beautiful thing. I do see you guys being definitely more relaxed, definitely taking the time, and you're being silent and you're tuning in. So you're having maybe meditation or, you know, something. I do see a lot of self-healing. I just want to pull a couple of more cards. Yeah, you kind of were feeling trapped, and now is a time where you're feeling like free. You're feeling like, woohoo, you know, like, I could do anything. You have the courage to move forward. Maybe you were not as courageous before in, you weren't as courageous before in, you know, taking on certain things. And now, you know, you are courageous. And I kind of feel like maybe this person who I don't feel is maybe the best for you right now, kind of encouraged a lot of that. So that's a great thing as well. But you guys have a good week ahead of you. I just want to pull a couple more cards for you guys, for our singles. Yeah, I don't see partying. I don't see going out. I don't see I don't see really anyone else right there right now. I feel as though like right now you're your best date. Like, you know, like have some, you know, go out to dinner, fancy schmancy, do something for yourself. Go to a movie, you know, just, you know, have fun by yourself and, you know, get to know yourself again. Get to know who you are. And this isn't about anybody else. This isn't about bettering yourself for someone. This is about bettering yourself for you to, I won't even say bettering yourself, but getting to know yourself better to live your best life. And that's, you know, that's what we're all about here. So definitely great read, my loves. Have a beautiful week. Much love, much blessings.